So guys, in this video, we are going to solve this question which says that y is equal to root 1 plus x minus root 1 by x divided by root 1 plus x plus root 1 minus x, and you have to find the derivative of this function with respect to x. Now, before solving this question, I would like to request you two things. Number one, you can go ahead and give this question a shot, and when you're done, you can come back and check what is the answer. If it is right, then good. If it is wrong, then no worries. You can watch me solving this question. I have provided you the step-by-step solution to this question. Okay. Secondly, if you are solving this question and you are watching this video randomly from any part, I guess this would be the video number 34 or the 35, then I highly recommend you watching the previous videos because we have covered a lot of concepts in the previous videos. And if you do not watch those videos, you are missing out on those topics. So I highly recommend you to watch those videos and after that solve this question, because this one is actually a real complex question. And to solve this question, you need to have those skills and clarification of those concepts which were discussed in the previous question. Okay, now enough talk, let's start solving this question. Okay, so guys, in this video we have to find the derivative of this function with respect to x. And so let's begin first of all with the simplification. In order to simplify this function, we have to multiply and divide by one of these terms present over here. Okay, so you can take either terms, either the negative one or the positive one. I'm going to multiply and divide by the negative term, okay, which is in the numerator. You can also take the positive term and the answer should be same. And this is a rule for simplifying such functions, okay, that you have to multiply and divide by one of those functions present at the first place, okay. First of all, we have 1 plus x minus root 1 minus x, and then this is multiplied by this. So these two are actually the identical terms and they are being multiplied, so this would be square. And in the bottom we have, and let's just open this whole square formula. So 1 plus x root whole square minus 2 root 1 plus x, which is our a, right? And then root 1 minus x, which is our b, plus b square. What is b? Root 1 minus x whole square. And in the bottom you can see that root a plus x, root a plus x, root 1 minus x, root 1 minus x, right? The first term is being added. These two terms are being added, while in the second expression these two terms are being subtracted. So this would be my a, this would be my b, this would be my a, this would be my b, and a minus b, a plus b is actually equal to a square minus b square, the algebraic formula, right? So I can write a square minus b square, 1 plus x root, which is our a square, minus, according to the formula, b square. What is b? 1 minus x root square. Okay, now this square is cancelled, this square is cancelled, this square is cancelled, and this square is cancelled. So 1 plus x you can see that this is 1 plus x, this is 1 by 1 minus x. So a would be 1, b would be x. A minus b, a plus b, again this would be 1 minus x square. Now these twos are cancelled, and now this function is simplified. You can go ahead and solve for the derivative of this function, dy by dx. Now the function is d by dx. You can see that these terms are being divided. This would be my fx, this would be my gx. So let's just simplify gx, the second function, which is x multiplied by the derivative of the first function, 1 minus x square power 1 by 2 minus second function, which is the first function, 1 minus x square 1 by 2 multiplied by the derivative of first function, divided by the second function is squared in the denominator. Okay, now the derivative of any constant is 0, so the derivative of minus 1 minus x square power 1 by 2 would be, so the derivative of minus 1 minus x square, so the negative sign should be separated first of all, then the derivative 1 minus x square power 1 by 2, this is an exponent, so 1 by 2, 1 minus x square, the exponent subtracted by 1, which is negative 1 by 2, and then we have to multiply this thing by the derivative of the angle. What is the angle? That is 1 minus x square, and the negative sign remains. We have negative 1 by 2, 1 minus x square, negative 1 by 2. The derivative of any constant is 0. The derivative of minus x square would be minus 2x. So this 2 is cancelled and this negative sign is cancelled. What is remaining? X divided by 1 minus x square 1 by 2. And this was actually in the negative form. And if you reciprocate it, it would become positive. Okay. And in the bottom, we have 1 minus x square 1 by 2 minus, now we have to solve for this term, 1 minus x square 1 by 2, and the derivative of x is 1. In the bottom we have x square. Now you can see that this is the denominator in the numerator, and when we have such a problem, we can just separate this denominator and then solve these equations separately. This x is multiplied by this x squared divided by 1 minus x squared power 1 by 2 minus 1 minus x squared power 1 by 2. Now 1 divided by x squared. We can actually take the LCM over here. So 1 minus x squared power 1 by 2. And now when we are taking the LCM, we have to multiply this 1 minus x squared power 1 by 2 by everything present over here. So multiplied by x squared, this would actually cancel. If it comes in the numerator, it would be cancelled by the denominator. So what would be remaining? It would be x squared minus 1, right? Minus 1. When 1 minus x squared power 1 by 2 is multiplied by 1, it would be minus 1 minus x squared power 1 by 2. And minus minus is plus. 1 minus x squared power 1 by 2 multiplied by 1 minus x squared power 1 by 2. So 1 minus x squared power 1 by 2 multiplied by 1 minus x squared power 1 by 2. The bases are same. The powers are added. 1 divided by 2 plus 1 divided by 2 is actually equal to 1. So 1 minus x squared power 1. Okay. And 1 divided by x squared, 1 minus x squared power 1 by 2. And the denominator we have 1 minus x squared power 1 by 2. Now we can multiply this x squared with this term. So it would be 1 minus x squared power 1 by 2. And then x squared 1 minus x squared power 1 by 2. This is the derivative of this function. Okay.